Did you see that banner? Someone's getting a gold star for that one. I like it. All right, let's talk some huge college football games, 2 top 10 matchups, and the number 3 team nearly upset. Vince Cellini has all your highlights. Good morning.
This really was a great night in college football.
Back to the cow.
What if the cow had, like, paint and a billboard? Nah.
He'd be the next mascot?
No, it'd be like...
Vince Cellini, thank you so much. Maybe you were tailgating yesterday. We want to see whether or not you were supporting your alma mater. Was it an NFL team? We want to hear from you. Send us your photos. Tag that you've been watching, Allison.
And it's maybe, we tend to think more on the Atlantic side, but this is actually for the Pacific. Now, most of those usually either go out to sea or hit Mexico. This one is, but then it's actually going to end up under flash flood watches. Right now, this goes all the way through the early portion of the upcoming week because this storm isn't going to move very fast once it impacts these states. Here's the look. Even by this afternoon, you'll already start to see some rain. Notice widespread. We're only talking about 2 to 4 inches in most places, but here's what you have to understand. For a lot of these locations, that's about 6 months to a year's worth of rain in just a few short days. Take, for example, Yuma. Their forecast is about 2 to 4. They only average about 3 inches for the whole year. Vegas is expected to get about 1 to 3. They only average about 4 inches in the entire year. And Lynn, one other big threat is going to be some rip currents. You could have some areas as high as 12 to 15 feet. So please be careful in a lot of those beaches.
Allison, thank you so much for that. We'll check back in. Did you see last night? You know, Alec Baldwin, he usually steals the show there at SNL, playing President Trump. Well, last night's season premiere was all about Matt Damon as a very angry Supreme Court nominee, Brett Kavanaugh. For anyone who has used birth control, you want to listen up. There's a new study that those pills and ovarian cancer have been linked, and it could possibly be positive for you. Scientists say the latest form of birth control pills reduces the risk of ovarian cancer in younger women. So we're bringing in medical expert Dr. Sujatha Reddy to talk about this. Good morning. It's good to have you. Let's talk the bottom line. What actually did the study find?
So the link between birth control pills are safer, give you the same decreased risk for ovarian cancer. And
obviously, that's a wonderful thing, but there's a conflict here because how many times have we heard all different studies, even just last year, suggesting that the birth control pill can be linked to increased risk for breast cancer?
Yeah, and reversible contraceptives, either the hormone IUDs, Mirena, Kyleena, or
You have a patient that comes in and says, listen, I haven't been on the birth control pill. I'm worried about my risk for ovarian cancer. Is this something that you suggest as a treatment for that?
You know, I think for high risk beneficial and have some conveniences, for some, for sure can lower the risk of ovarian cancer.
Some great information. Dr. Sujatha Reddy, thank you so much for being with us. Always good to see you. Well, there's a